It's Destroyer back with another Samurai Siege Village review. This is number 5. I'd like to remind everyone that you do need to subscribe to the channel to get your village reviewed. You need to leave your details in the comments section of the village review call out video I did last week. You can find a link to that at the end of this video. So let's move on to the next 5 villages. I'm looking at Timo from the Alliance Pandemic. He's a Castle 8 and has it quite well centralized there. He has a very strong core with the Alliance portal and the 2 drum guns. I would probably start upgrading the drum guns. They are quite powerful there. The Assassin's Dens are in a very good spot there. I'd also start upgrading those too. They are very strong in defense when in the core. Jade lines are centralized as well. That's not too bad. However, I'm not really sure about them being walled. I'm not really sure if that's really benefiting you there, since troops will go around those sort of layers and attack walls like this to get through. I don't think they will ever try and attack here. However, it might be a good design actually, because it could filter troops to come around here and path right into the freeze tower. So that might be beneficial for you there, so maybe you can stick with that. Check your defenses to find out. The traps in here, I think you probably might have already noticed that troops do path around to get through this intersection. So troops might be pathing through there somehow, so you might be managing to get troops to fall for that. So I think you should try leaving that there. So it seems you are trying to filter troops over traps, which is good. You have your defenses fairly well spread out. It's quite good. I don't see many places where you could be stuck with freeze scrolls on you, except maybe here. 3 defensive towers getting frozen there on both sides. It's probably a very common place to get scrolls on you. The lightning towers, unfortunately, I think are quite easy to take down. So a few archers in here to take this down, and then in come the healers. So they could easily clear a good 80% before they even reach this other lightning tower on the other side. So definitely would consider moving them in a bit better. Maybe if it means moving it into this area here, just so they're a little bit deeper in, so the archer towers would be the first things that get targeted. The storage isn't too bad there. Coins, I think you probably valued these more, but you are at 4,300 honor, so I don't think people are coming in here to farm you, that's for sure. So overall I think it's quite good. Moving on to Desolation from the Alliance Vietnam United. He's a Castle 7 and doesn't have that many walls, so your options are rather limited at this stage. The first thing I noticed was your Alliance portal is rather exposed. It would only take 1 troop in here to trigger them out, and they'll be very easy to kill because all of your defensive towers are out of range. Same with the Jade lines, they would be very easy to bait out and kill. So I would definitely move that into your core. In order to fit that in there, I would probably move Castle into the corner and have the drum gun and Alliance portal next to it. I would also move the Jade lines and Assassin's Dens in there with it too. This lightning tower I would move back 1 square, so it's not the closest defensive tower in range. Once that tower goes down, it's very hard to kill healers, so protect it a bit better there. This cannon is covering a lot of empty space, so I would probably move it into this corner here a little bit further back and pad the outside with higher hit point towers like the Carpenter, which has 1125 health. So that would help keep the cannon alive a bit longer there, so that will stall it. The storage isn't too bad, there's not much you can do here except for try and keep the core strong with the drum gun and the portal and assassins and lions. So That's pretty much your only hope of protecting your storage there. A lot of your towers are quite far away from the wall, so I probably would bring that closer as well. And I would say that's about it. Here we have an interesting village from Colin the Crusader from the alliance called MG Clan. Now, I think I have a lot to say about this one. The first thing I noticed was it is quite a narrow design. I would definitely eat this one up because for a start the alliance portal is easy to bait out with just a single troop on either side, and I could just get those troops to come out and I would pull them out somewhere safely to kill them all off. I notice you do have very high level heavy arrow archer towers there. However, to combat that I would definitely flood in a lot of archers here. I would throw a whole group of archers here and a group of archers here, and they would just eat their way down the side, taking all of these defensive towers down, because they don't even have to break through a single wall to reach them. So commanders and archers would definitely have a field day down here. So I will definitely try and do something about that. It looks like you might have just upgraded to Castle 7 and in the middle of designing. So I would definitely try and box that section up a bit better, so archers can't simply reach every single defensive tower in that area. So I would definitely move your alliance portal into the core near your castle, since the portal really isn't defending anything in that area at all. I would toggle your 2 storage here, so it's not so easy to farm those 2 coin storage. Flood of troops in this area, followed by a ram and a whole bunch of ninjas, and it will just have cleared all this up. They're so fast at taking down storage. So I definitely try and separate them a bit better, and maybe even segment them with some walls. So I like the drum gun in the middle and the portal, sorry, the castle. Jade lines are good there too, and definitely the assassins' dens are helping out. But they're really no match for ninjas at all, so definitely try and box those storage and segment them a bit better. The cannons are in a good spot. Another thing to point out is freeze scrolls. Definitely freeze scrolls are going to go right here. It's very concentrated defenses, but they're not really protecting much at all. So definitely a dragon attack would freeze this and just eat the whole rest of it up. They are very heavy arrow archer towers, are very strong against dragons, but when you have them all together they're just going to get frozen and taken down straight away. So definitely spread the archer towers out a bit better. That will definitely help defend against dragons as well. I think that's all for this. Oh no, I will mention that the lightning towers, of course this one's very easy to take down, so this would be quite a tough design to defend against healers and essence masters. Here we have swag from the alliance called Heroes Alliance. Here's a castle 6. It doesn't have too many walls. However, these walls on the outside definitely need to be used to expand this core better. The castle isn't really that well protected when surrounded by walls, since archers will just take that down. So I would put more things inside around that castle to make it stronger. For instance, I would definitely move this portal in, since it's suiting no purpose out there. Portal and drum gun close to the middle is definitely beneficial there. I like the segmentation of the storage. However, the cannon is too close to the outside walls. There's a blind spot in there, so it can be easy to take down, as well as there is an empty spot right here to drop troops as well. So people could just ninja rush and take this storage down. The jade line there I'd move into the middle as well. And that's pretty much all there. You are in the farming zone. However, if you are trying to push your honor up for any reason, I would definitely move these towers closer to the walls to protect them. Otherwise, there's just nothing out here protecting them at all. I probably wouldn't use the heavy arrows at this level. The fire arrows would probably be a lot more beneficial, since a lot of people do use a lot of archers down here. So if your fire arrow archer towers are able to do 2 to 4 damage to a group of archers, then it might just be reducing their health enough for cannons to one-shot them. So definitely would consider changing them, or at least mixing them around, which you have done. But I would definitely concentrate more on the fire arrows. The lightning tower is a little too exposed too. However, given this size of village, you don't have that much choice. Moving on to our next village, we have Giles from the Alliance 50 Ronin. He's a castle 7. Walls aren't too bad here. Castle is very well centralized. You have a fairly strong core here. I like the cannon freeze tower combo. They work very well together. Lightning tower is definitely in a good position. It's in the inside layer. The archer towers are also nicely spread around. Let me see. I know you have your assassin's dens in there. Might be a little bit more beneficial to move them in. On every one of my attacks, I always drop troops around the outside, especially in places where I think there might be an assassin's den. I would just drop an archer around here and pull those assassins out and kill them with ninjas, with 1 ninja per assassin, and they're dead. So I probably would have tried to move them in a bit so they can't be baited out. Also, this drum gun is covering a lot of empty space. I probably would have tried to move it inside right next to the castle and do something different with the walls. Same with the Alliance portal. I could easily drop a single troop right here and that would activate the portal. So I would have also moved that in to where your jade lions are. So you might have to move a few things around there. Another thing I noticed was some of the areas are a little prone to freeze towers. Sorry, prone to freeze scrolls. So you might be able to have 3 defensive towers frozen at the same time there. So that's one to look out for as well. You definitely did a good job with your markets and wells. You have them toggled there, market well, and so you definitely are protecting those upgrading ones, since they do hold quite a lot of loot towards the end of their upgrades. Everything is fairly nicely done. The only other thing would maybe be the coin storage, a bit close together, so it doesn't happen often, but you could end up with an attack through here with rams and then a mass flood of ninjas. They are quite fast and can take this down. So possibly the other option might be to somehow wall them up, but that's, given this design and shape, probably not possible. So just if you do get attacked by ninjas, be aware of that. Sometimes it is better to box them up, but it's quite difficult to do with the limited number of walls. That's all for this video. If you would like your village reviewed, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and check out the link at the end of this video. Stay tuned for more. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember to like, comment, share and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.